This is number 3 on the You Try section of page 3 of your packet. It's a similar situation except that you've got 3 numbers that are, or 3 expressions that are adding, subtracting rather than just 2. But the strategy is still the same. Factor the denominator first and take a look to see what you have. So I've got y over 2. That 2 can't be factored. It's already prime. Minus, I'm going to leave myself just a little space because I think I'm going to have to do some writing in those spaces. Minus y over 5. 5 is prime, so I'm not going to factor that. Minus y over 6 isn't prime. 6 is the same as 2 times 3. Okay, so what I'm looking for is within, and I'm going to scoot him just a little bit. That's y over 5 here. I'm looking to see where are my factors the same, and they have to be the same on all 3. So I've got a 2 on the leftmost side and a 2 on the rightmost side. I don't have a 2 in the middle one, so I'm going to go ahead and multiply by 2 over 2, the ugliest form of, well, not the ugliest form of 1, but an ugly form of 1. Okay, so now I have whoops, thought I had the highlighter. Now I have 2's in every single one of those. Okay, next thing, I'm going to look at the 5, and I'm going to do a different color because I'm kind of switching here. That's the only one that has a 5. Well, that means that the other 2, the first and the last one, they need 5's as well. So again, you're going to multiply by 5 over 5. Let me go thicker with that. Okay, I'm going to multiply by 5 over 5 here on the leftmost. The rightmost also has to get a 5 over 5. Now I'm going to reevaluate. Do I have 5's in every single denominator? I do on the left, I do in the middle, I do on the right. Now then, I'm going to look at and see, is there anything else? And in fact, there is. You've got a 3 on the furthest right, and you don't have a 3 on the first one or the middle one, which means you have to go put a 3 in there or multiply by a version of 1 that includes a 3. So I'm going to multiply times 3 over 3 here and times 3 over 3 here. Now then, I'm going to reevaluate. I have a 3 on the first one, a 3 in the middle one, and a 3 on the right, which means I now have a common denominator because they all share, here we go, sorry, takes a minute to switch pens, a 2, a 3, and a 5. So my common denominator is going to be 2 times 3 times 5. Okay, I'm going to borrow on the other strategy and just tell you I don't want to simplify that yet. I'm going to wait until I see what's happening in the top. So then I've got these 3 things multiplying. 3 times 5 times y, which is 15y. This is a minus right here. Minus 2 times 3 times y, which would be minus 6y. And then this one's also a minus 5y. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and do the math on the top. So 15y minus 6y minus 5y, they're all like terms. 15, if you take away 6, you're at 9. If you take away 5, you end up at 4y over 2 times 3 times 5. Now you will get to the point where you can see the simplification, but I'm going to advise that once you're finished with the math on the top, go ahead and list the top as factors. So 2 times y over 2 times 3 times 5. And you can see that there is one ugly 1, 2 over 2 cancels, and you end up with 2y in the numerator over, the only thing left is 3 times 5 in the denominator, which is 15. So the solution is 2y over 15.